Hey, what's going on, everybody? Steve here with Rake and Profit. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. In today's video, I wanted to share 8 things that I've outsourced in my Amazon business. I know this is going to sound scammy, but I'm not trying to sell you anything, but literally break down how in the freaking world am I only working 1 to 2 hours per month in my actual Amazon flipping business? And how am I doing over $50,000, $60,000 a month? How did I sell over $700,000 in the last year, pay myself over 6 figures profit, and I'm on pace to do the same this year, flipping from eBay to Amazon? And how am I doing it only working literally sometimes only an hour or 2 per month? Usually it's not any more than that because I've pretty much outsourced the whole entire business. Now, again, I know this video is going to come off like I'm trying to sell you something. I have nothing to sell you. It's going to come off like kind of arrogant, like look at me, like this is passive income. It is kind of like passive income, but what you have to understand is there's a lot of capital on the line. There's a lot of systems in place, and I have a lot of experience doing this. So I want to be clear and upfront with that. I don't want people to watch this video and be like, oh, I'm going to just be able to replicate this. I'm going to be able to just do it. I guess this is just me making a video sharing what I'm doing because I know some people are curious. So yeah, let's just get right into it. So my business model is buying products like DVDs, electronics, tools, office supplies, video games, all those different types of items. Mostly new, but I do sell, some used books, some other used items, but it's mostly new items. I buy these items on eBay and I sell them on Amazon. Now I use a tool called Replens Catcher. If you want to check out this tool, I'll put a link down below and I'll put a code on the screen, Replens10, if you want to be able to try out this tool, because this is how I source all of my products and how my team does as well on eBay to flip on Amazon. This is how we filter through the millions and millions of products on eBay to figure out which ones are undervalued on eBay that we could flip for a good ROI and a good profit on Amazon. So I do eBay to Amazon. It's a form of online arbitrage. So I don't have the items shipped to my house anymore. I use a prep center. So after we purchase the items on eBay, the items get shipped to a prep center. I use Little Owl Prep out of Ohio. Now, when those items are purchased and on the way to the prep center has a software that my team updates. So essentially the prep center will know these items are on the way and to expect to receive them. Now, after all the items get to the prep center will essentially scan them in. They'll list them all on Amazon Seller Central and ship them to Amazon FBA. So you have to keep in mind, if you're running a business like thrifting or going to library sales, or you're physically having to touch the products, list the products, and ship the products, you're not going to be able to outsource the entire business like I have. So again, I just wanted to be clear about that because I don't want people to get the wrong idea. But this is one of the things that I love about buying from eBay and flipping on Amazon is you can create a system that allows you to be able to make money without seeing the product, without listing the product, without shipping the product, without dealing with it at all. And of course, a lot of that is thanks to Amazon FBA because of fulfillment by Amazon. Amazon allows you to ship them all the products and then they'll store them at the warehouse. And then when they sell, Amazon will pick it, pack it, and ship it, deal with customer service, and bada bing, bada boom, the profits are coming soon. Now, before we get into the 8 things that I've outsourced, I do want to let you know that all of the virtual assistants I work with, I have 4 main virtual assistants. They're from the Philippines. Now, if you're interested in hiring virtual assistants from the Philippines, I would recommend using a website called Onlinejobs.PH. I'll put a link down below if you want to check them out. And also, I know people are going to ask, how much are you paying your virtual assistants? Pretty much I'm paying my virtual assistants who source for me around $4 to $5 per hour, but they end up making around $6 to $8 per hour after incentives and bonuses. Then I have someone who reprices for me. They're getting about $3.50 per hour. They only work part-time. And then I have my 4th virtual assistant who makes around $600 to $650 per month. She's full-time and she does a lot of the back-end admin stuff that I'll talk about in this video. All right, so let's get into the 8 things that I've outsourced. Number 1, I've outsourced sourcing. So I have 2 virtual assistants. Big shout out to Jane and Gia. They source all of my products for me and they use the tool Replens Catcher. So essentially when it comes to Replens Catcher, there's 2 main ways that they use the tool. Number 1, Replens Catcher has a live stream with over 2 million products that Replens Catcher is tracking on eBay. All you have to do is set up a filter, choose the category that you want to source from on eBay, choose an ROI, a profit, a sales rank. There's a bunch of different filter settings that you can set up, and then you hit search and Replens Catcher will search all those products on eBay, compare them to Amazon, and then all the profitable products that look good, Replens Catcher will bring into one place, and then my team has to go through and analyze those deals. So that's the first way my sourcing team sources. And then the second way that they source is using the Replens Catcher Replens area. So Replens Catcher actually allows you to upload your own custom list of ASINs that you want to track on eBay to flip on Amazon. Now you might be thinking, well, aren't all these items in the live stream? The answer is no. The live stream is only tracking about 2 million products. There's over 300 million products on Amazon. So my team has a custom list of replens that they've uploaded to the Replens Catcher where they source a whole bunch of deals and we track those items 24/7. And a lot of these deals other eBay sellers aren't even tracking. Now, if you want a list of 250 replens that we're tracking from eBay to Amazon that you could also upload to Replens Catcher as well, I'm going to put a link down below below, and I'll put a link on the screen. I believe it's rakeandprofit.com/250 replens, but check the link down below in the description and you can download that list and upload it directly to Replen Catcher. I'm telling you, there are some bangers within that list. Now, the second thing that I've outsourced to my virtual assistants is actually paying for the products. Now, if you're doing traditional online arbitrage, sometimes it's a pain in the butt because you're buying from all these different websites. You have to trust them with the credit card. It's just really annoying. You can get burned. But the good thing with eBay, and this is how it's made it so easy for me to be able to outsource my team actually purchasing the items on my behalf without me having to spend my time, is on eBay, you can actually store your credit card within eBay and it only shows the last 4 digits of your credit card. So when my team finds a really good deal, they can literally just purchase the item. The credit card is saved within eBay. Now, of course, you want to make sure that you have trust with your team, and if you hire a brand new virtual assistant, I wouldn't let them just start purchasing right off of the bat. I would have them just sourcing leads for you, and then you could analyze them and purchase them. But maybe over time, when you build more trust, allow them to purchase maybe 1 item per day, and then next week 2, and then next week 3, and build it up. Now I'm at a point where my team is sourcing over 500 items per month for me. Now keep in mind, we're going after high ticket items. Our average selling price is over $100 per flip over the last year with our eBay to Amazon flipping model. So that was the second thing that I've outsourced, is paying for the items that they sourced. Number 3 is Prep Center. So not only have I outsourced my entire business to a third-party logistics company, big shout out to Little Owl Prep out of Ohio, but after my team purchases the items from eBay to flip on Amazon, my team will actually go into Little Owl Prep software and they'll update all of the information. So when you're working with a Prep Center, you're going to have to let the Prep Center know what items they should expect to receive. So inside of the software, we have to update the ASIN that's on the way to the Prep Center. We have to update the condition. We have to create a custom SKU. We have to put in our buy price, our selling price, any description, all the information the Prep Center is going to need to be able to list the item successfully on our behalf. And again, my Prep Center, they list all of our items for us, which is fantastic. So again, that's another big time saver, because if I had to go in and update the Prep Center and then obviously manage the Prep Center because some items need to get returned, some items are damaged, the Prep Center deals with a lot of this. I've trained my team to do all of this, which is a huge time saver. Now, the fourth thing that I've outsourced to my team is updating our Replens list. So a great thing about using Replen Catcher is Replen Catcher actually integrates with our Amazon seller account. So everything that we've sold in the past on Amazon, or everything that we do, or everything we're currently selling on Amazon, it gets pulled into the Replen Catcher. So my team's able to go into all of our orders within the Replen Catcher and add them to our Replens list to track these items 24/7 on eBay. I've also trained my team how to storefront stock, how to use Keep a Product Finder. So if we find a competitor who has a whole bunch of really great products that we're competing with all the time, I've taught my team how to actually storefront stock them, download all the ASINs, and then upload them to Replen Catcher to track 24/7. I recently put out a video on my YouTube channel sharing how to storefront stock, how to download items from other competitors, how to upload them to Replen Catcher. So you can check that out. I'll put a link down below, but it teaches you how to storefront stock, how to upload to Replen Catcher. It's a really great call. I'd highly recommend going through it. Now, the fifth thing that I outsource to my virtual assistants is repricing. Now, I do use a software called Be Cool, and we have a ton of automation set up with our repricing, but I'm telling you, at the end of the day, you need someone to be able to go in to all of your listings and manually reprice from time to time. There's a lot of nuances to repricing. I'm not going to get too much into it within this video, but I have somebody who's part-time, 20 hours per week. They're earning like $3.50 per hour. And based on the volume of sales that I'm doing and the amount of money that I'm making, I am more than happy to pay them this wage for them to make sure that my items are moving. When you're flipping items from eBay to Amazon, one of the biggest things that you got to watch out for is cash flow issues. You're not going to the thrift store buying an item for a buck. You're not going to a library sale and buying a DVD for $2. We're spending sometimes $30, $40, $50 per item to flip it for $70, $80, or $100. So at the end of the day, we need our items to move. So I've got a whole bunch of systems and processes in place that I've trained my repricing virtual assistant to do. Not only do they reprice the inventory for me on the back end, they'll also price it for me on the front end. They'll set up my minimum prices, my maximum prices, my repricing rules within Be Cool. This takes a lot of time. And this is something that I'm so glad that I've outsourced to my virtual assistants. Number 6, bookkeeping. I'm telling you right now, if you want to make really good money on Amazon, you've got to focus on what's going to make you really good money on Amazon. And what is that? It's training a really good team to source for you, or sourcing for yourself, or listing more, or shipping more, or going out to thrift stores. Maybe you're not doing eBay to Amazon. You want to spend your time doing the things that are making you money. And for me in my business, since I have a team, what makes me the most money is learning about new softwares to optimize my business, learning about new techniques to be able to source, training my team, creating systems, creating workflows, trying to support my team. That's what pays me. That's what makes me money. Doing my bookkeeping and trying to figure out how to do taxes is not worth my time. And I can make way more money doing the things that I mentioned. So I outsourced bookkeeping, and I actually have another virtual assistant who does all of this bookkeeping for me as well. This is actually virtual assistant number 5. Now she does bookkeeping for Rake and Profit, for my eBay to Amazon business, for my software businesses, for everything. So in total, it's about $400 per month, but I'm telling you, it's an absolute game changer. Now, the 7th thing that I've outsourced in my business is dealing with these issues that I absolutely hate. Who here loves to deal with stranded inventory? Who here loves to fix high pricing errors? And I guess I'll just combine number 7 and 8. Who here loves opening cases with Amazon for lost shipments, or just dealing with the different problems with Amazon, dealing with getting ungated, all the different back-end issues that you have to deal with Amazon? I have a virtual assistant, big shout out to Erin, who deals with all of this for me. So she's about $600 to $650 per month, but she deals with all of the back-end issues for me. So guys, those are the 8 things that I've outsourced in my eBay to Amazon flipping business. If you have any more questions, feel free to leave a comment down below. I know I didn't go into great detail with every single thing that I've outsourced. So if you have any more questions about how I'm outsourcing sourcing, or dealing with opening cases, or bookkeeping, or dealing with a prep center, leave a comment down below. I'm here and I'm happy to help you. Also, if you guys have any more questions about flipping from eBay to Amazon, feel free to join my free Facebook group. It's the eBay to Amazon Masterclass Facebook group. You could just search groups in Facebook. It's 100% free. So definitely check that out and tag me at Steve Rakin if you have any more questions. So with that being said, guys, much love, and I'll see you in the next one.